What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about the spot price of silver still sitting in the $22 an ounce range, premium excluded, of course. But I also wanted to talk about a pretty big update regarding Russia and Ukraine. Haven't talked about this in a little while, and I realized something pretty interesting. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. I will be going live tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. And of course, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. You have 1 day left to do this. Refer one friend to the app, and they're going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks. 1 day left to do that as well. And of course, if you refer 3 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Wednesday, June 8th, 2022. The current spot price of silver, as I'm filming the video, is $22 even. It's down 22 cents or down 0.99%. Pretty red day so far for the beautiful white metal. Spot price of gold is $1847.90. It's down $4.20 or down 0.23%. A mild red day for the beautiful yellow metal. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 83-to-1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. And by the way, not only is it the 8th as I'm filming this video, it's also 4:30 in the morning. Whatever it takes. So today I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. I wanted to talk about the spot price of silver. I wanted to talk about the spot price of gold. I wanted to talk about a couple of questions you might want to consider asking your local coin shop, just out of curiosity, not because you're planning on doing anything, but just because it's good to know. But before we can even get into the money, I think it's important that we first talk about something else that's going on out there. I know a lot of people have been distracted by things taking place on social media, or this celebrity did this, or that person said that. But sometimes we need to talk about world events because it's important to stay up to date on what's happening out there so we can figure out how to prepare ourselves and really brace for impact if need be. So before we get into the silver and gold, I want to very quickly give an update on the war between Russia and Ukraine, and I'll try to make this quick. Long story short, the battle continues. I bring this up because initially Putin thought that this was going to be a quick and easy takeover, and now here we are over 3 months later. And yes, of course, massive damage has been done to Ukraine, but the Russians have been getting slapped around as well. And Putin knows this. That's why he has repeatedly threatened countries, including the US, not to get involved. Otherwise, they'd be met with nukes. Now, originally, 46 took the tough guy role and bragged about how he's the only one that's ever gone toe-to-toe with Putin. But then as soon as retaliatory sanctions were issued on the US, 46 backpedaled. The US originally was going to provide Ukraine with fighter jets, but then 46 backpedaled as soon as Putin threatened nuclear action. 46 later on stated that we would provide Ukraine with missile defenses, but then he backpedaled on that as well as soon as Putin insinuated that those missile defenses would be the start of a nuclear war. All of this showed the world something. It showed that Putin succeeds when he makes threats, and that US action comes to an abrupt halt the moment Putin looks our way. This isn't good, and it could be the beginning of 3 potential outcomes. Number 1, our allies losing faith or no longer trusting that we have the ability to take action or intervene when necessary. Two, it could encourage other countries out there that don't currently have nuclear arms to pick up nuclear arms, which would be A, incredibly dangerous, and B, it would disrupt the world's nuclear order. And then, of course, three, it would give China all the more reason to move forward with an invasion of Taiwan, and if the US stands up, all China would have to do is threaten nukes to get us to sit back down. Of course, these are all just some possible scenarios, not what's taking place at this time. I just wanted to give a bit of an update. I don't think I've made a video on Russia-Ukraine conflict in like 2 months. Just brace for impact, people. It'll probably get worse before it gets better, so in the meantime, keep your head on a swivel, and also, consider doing some research on something called potassium iodide. It's a supplement that's used to help protect against thyroid cancer if exposed to radiation, like in the event of a nuclear strike. You probably won't need it, but it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And by the way, geopolitical conflict, like what's going on between Russia and Ukraine, along with everything else that's taking place in the world right now, is one of the many reasons the stock market has been all over the place. We've seen crazy ups, crazy downs. We've seen a lot of pain and suffering. We've seen a lot of bleeding, blood in the streets in terms of the stock market. Really this whole year so far, but especially the last couple of weeks. So since we're talking about the stock market, before we move back into the silver and gold, let me just give you a friendly reminder to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. 1 day left to capitalize on this promo, so do that while you can. If you refer one friend to the app by June 9th, 1 day left to do this, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks for the referral. And if you refer 3 friends by the end of this month, Webull's going to give you somewhere between 1 and 15 free shares of Apple. It's part of their advertising budget, so capitalize on this while you can. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. But now moving away from stocks, moving away from Russia and Ukraine and everything that's taking place right now regarding that type of news, let's now get back into the silver and the gold. Sitting here on display, a nice little selection. We have a 10-ounce bull bar, a 10-ounce sunshine bar, a 5-ounce sunshine bar, a 1-ounce flag bar, a 1-ounce Westminster bar, some 90% junk constitutional dimes, quarters, half dollars. We have a 5-ounce Aztec calendar round underneath this little pile of gold, quarter-ounce Philharmonic, 10th-ounce Philharmonic, 10th-ounce Krugerrand, Eagle, Kookaburra, Britannia, and Maple Leaf. We have some Queen's Beasts down here at the bottom, the Yale and the Greyhound. We have some Creatures of the North in the bottom corners, the Kraken and the Werewolf, and then of course we have a regular Maple, Kangaroo, Type 1 Silver Eagle, and Type 2 Silver Eagle. So what I wanted to talk about today regarding the spot price of silver is the fact that silver is still sitting in the $22 an ounce range. By the way things are getting started today, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we actually continued on a decline. And like I said before, spot price is currently $22 even right now, premiums excluded. Premiums included would bring the stack price up to about $26 an ounce. Give or take. Average premiums are about $4 right now. So that's what stack price is. Spot price plus the average premium equals stack price. The grand total out the door price tag you pay for each individual troy ounce of silver. But the spot price, on the other hand, premium excluded. We've been seeing some volatility, but the spot price kind of dropped down into the $22 range, and it hasn't really moved all that much since then. Sure, it's popped up a little bit. Sure, it's creeped down a little bit, but it's been sitting in the $22 an ounce range for a little bit of time now. So I'm starting to wonder if this is kind of that support level. I wonder if silver's going to go much lower than 22. Of course, in recent weeks, we've seen it go into the $21 an ounce range. We've even seen it go under $21 an ounce. I think it was $20.80 something cents at the lowest. That was pretty short-lived. So moving forward, I'm just wondering if the spot price of silver is going to go much lower. Time will tell. But in addition to the spot price of silver, and also we could talk about the spot price of gold too, by the way. Spot price of gold is in the 1840s right now. Not bad, not terrible. I personally would like to see gold go under $1,800 an ounce. I'm currently saving up for my next gold coin. And right now, I'm just stacking a little bit of cash while I'm saving up for it. I have different piles of cash for different reasons. One is for silver, which I run through as quickly as possible. I get as much silver as I can, as quickly as I can. I have another pile that's dedicated to gold. This one, I'm not in a rush to get rid of. I'm saving up for a larger piece of gold. And obviously, if you know anything about precious metals, it takes quite a bit longer to get an ounce of gold than it does to get an ounce of silver. So right now, I'm currently saving up. But I will be honest, it would be nice to see gold fall down into the $1,700 range again. That would be a sight for sore eyes. And it would definitely inspire me to pick up the pace on the cash that I'm stacking that's dedicated to the beautiful yellow metal. But in addition to the spot price of the metals, I wanted to talk about some questions that you should probably consider asking your local coin shop just to get an idea. For example, you want to ask your local coin shop how much of a premium you would get if you were to sell your silver, or I guess your gold, to them. See, when we go to the coin shop, when I go to the coin shop, when you go to the coin shop, many of us are going as a buyer. That's the only thing that's on our mind. Acquiring silver. We have cash in our pocket and we're looking to get rid of it. We're looking to exchange it for some real, true, honest money. Try to fork over some dollar bills in exchange for some silver. That's what's on our mind. That's what we're dialed in on. That's what we're focused on. And that's all we really care about. But, hypothetically, what if you were to walk in as a seller? Now, I'm not saying you have to think about selling. I'm not saying that you have to go and sell anything. But you should go in and ask a question as a buyer. Hypothetical question. What if I were a seller? What if something were to happen? What if I were to have some type of financial crisis? Or what happens if I just wake up one day and I say, hey, you know what? I'm done with precious metals. Whether you need to get rid of them or you want to get rid of them, whatever the case may be. How much of a premium would you get? Because every coin shop is different. Some coin shops will give you a very small premium. Some, if they know you very, very well, might give you a little bit more fair of a premium. I wouldn't expect $4 or $5 an ounce over spot from the local coin shop. Maybe $2 to $3 potentially. I would say that's pretty fair. Right now, anyway. Some coin shops out there won't give you a premium. They'll give you a spot. And there are some coin shops out there, and this is something that I strongly disagree with, below spot. Something that you're going to want to ask your local coin shop, just walk in one day. Next time you go to pick up some silver, just bring it up. Just be like, hey, just out of curiosity, if I ever needed to sell, let's just say, I don't know, a handful of silver, not all of it, just a little bit of silver. Let's just say I'm in a bad spot and I need a little bit of cash. Should I come here to sell it? They're more than likely going to say yes. I'm willing to bet that they're absolutely going to say yes. And from there, ask about premiums. Ask how that works. Be like, I've only ever known what to do as a buyer. I've never known what to do as a seller. I've never looked at it from that angle before, but it's probably good to know. What do I do? Do I just come in here with my silver one day and say, hey, I need some cash, instead of coming in here with cash and saying, hey, I need some silver? What do? And how much would I get? Now, obviously, spot price fluctuates, but ask about the premiums. Ask the local coin shop. If I were to come in here with some silver, let's just say, or do this, you could do this as well. Say, okay, I will buy silver from you at today's price, with the premium included. If we were to make that transaction, and I walked out the door, did a 180 and came right back in to sell, how much would I get? Let's just say I paid $26 an ounce for each individual troy ounce of silver. Let's just say I came in just for 1 troy ounce of silver and it cost me $26. I left and came right back in. How much would I get for my troy ounce of silver? These are questions that you're going to want to ask your local coin shop. And do not be surprised if they tell you a number below 26. If you paid 26 today and then immediately tried to sell it, you're not going to get $26. I would be very, very surprised. I probably wouldn't believe you if you told me $26. But you should be able to get more than 22. You should be able to get a little bit of a premium. If they want to give you spot, hey, painful to hear, but it is what it is. If they want to give you below spot, personally, I wouldn't even deal with that local coin shop anymore. If they're unwilling to give you, if there's a bare minimum and they're trying to give you less, I don't believe that I could support that. I don't believe that I could continue doing business with a local coin shop that's willing to do that. And that's why I ask these questions today. That's why I bring up these hypotheticals. There's a reason. It's so I can gauge what's going to happen or what could happen if something were to go down and I had no choice but to part ways with some of the silver or some of the gold. I want to know ahead of time. I don't want to wait until there's an emergency. I don't want to wait until I get in a car accident and now all of a sudden have to scramble and not know what's going on, not even have a game plan, have no strategy, have no exit plan, have nothing, and go to the local coin shop and say, hey, something happened, I really need cash, spot price is $22, what can we do? And they're like, oh, I'll give you 19 each. Why would I wait for something like that to happen when I could have asked ahead of time, what is the protocol? What does the transaction look like? What do people get when they come in here with silver on a regular basis? But if you are a regular customer, if you are a loyal supporter of their business, I'll say this till the day I die, I believe most coin shops, just like I believe most small businesses, will do everything in their power, if they can, to help you out a little bit more than just some average customer that just walks in. It's just somebody who they've never even seen before, somebody that comes in just pretty much never at all, or a first-time customer. I'm willing to believe that the local coin shop will help you out a little bit more than most other people if you're a regular customer, if you consistently show your face and consistently show your support for their small business. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. I believe most local coin shops would be willing to give you, a loyal supporter, a higher premium than the random guy who just walked in, whose family passed him down some coins. He knows nothing about him and doesn't want him. He just wants the cash. I'm willing to bet you're going to get a higher premium than that guy. But guess what? You need to ask these questions. You're not going to know the answer until you ask these questions. You need to figure out a game plan ahead of time. You don't want to wait until something happens. You don't want to wait until you're in a position where you're desperate for cash to go and run on over with valuable metals looking for cash. You want to know what's going on. You want to know what the game plan is. You want to know what the strategy is. You want to know what type of roadblocks there may be. You want to ask these questions now. You want to get an idea today. If you can't show up and support the local coin shop today and you don't know the answers, I would encourage you to give them a call and just ask. Just see what's going on. See how much you could get. Not because you're looking to sell, not because you ever plan on selling, but just because it's important to know. These are very important questions. You're going to want to know what the local coin shop's process is. And also, not for nothing, you're going to want to know how much silver or how much gold they're able to buy off of you. Are you able to walk into the local coin shop with 4,000 troy ounces of silver? Are they able to afford buying all of that off of you? 4,000 ounces of silver today? That's over $80,000. Do they have $80,000? Are they able to write you a check? Do they have the currency to do that? Maybe. I don't know. That's why you got to call and ask. Or just bring it up next time you're in there. Now, of course, I'm just using 4,000, just random arbitrary number. But the point I'm trying to get across is that in the event of an emergency, you may or may not be able to bring your entire stack over if you need to. Maybe you need the cash. Maybe you need to get rid of all of the silver that you have, but they're not able to afford all of the silver that you have. These are the questions that you need to be asking today. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the whole Russia and Ukraine situation going on over there, do you believe that other countries around the world are starting to look at us as though we are weak, potentially, that we back down when we're threatened? And then, of course, when it comes to the silver and the gold, what are some of your stacking strategies moving forward? And what type of questions can you think of that are important to ask the local coin shop just to get a better idea? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs, and a lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week. I will be going live tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. Deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Every Saturday morning I post a brand new vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2, but they bumped it up to 6 until June 9th. You have 1 day left to capitalize on this opportunity, and you can deposit any amount, even as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts, you still get your free stocks. And if you refer one friend, again by June 9th, 1 day left, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks, which sounds pretty absurd, but this is part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. And of course, if you refer 3 friends to the app by the end of the month, Webull's going to give you 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Maybe you'll get all 15, maybe you'll just get 10, or maybe you'll just get 1. You're guaranteed at least 1, and each of them is worth between $140 and $150 right now. So you're winning something no matter what, and it's free. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver, maybe some gold, if that's what you want. We will link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the whole Russia and Ukraine situation and how Putin is threatening everyone left and right and how we're backpedaling because of it. Do you think that us backpedaling is going to do more harm than good? And then, of course, when it comes to the silver and gold, what are your thoughts on the current spot price of silver? I'm talking about spot price, not stack price. We're not talking about premiums here. We're talking about the spot price of silver. Still sitting in the $22 an ounce range. Hasn't moved all that much in recent weeks. And of course, when it comes to asking your local coin shop questions, just to get an idea, just future reference, just hypothetical, just in case. What are your thoughts on some of the questions that I have for the local coin shop? And if you have any ones that I didn't mention, head on down to the comments and let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.